Hey everybody, it's Dr. Noah from Family Chiropractic Center of Bayonne, and welcome to my Saturday morning Instagram and Facebook live session. And yes, I know it's not Saturday, but I can't do it tomorrow, so I figured I'd rather do it Friday than not do it at all. Many of you know that my family and I, particularly my brother and my father, raise bees, and I always have my suit in the back of my truck. Currently we have 5 beehives, and you've been watching my Instagram live and Facebook live feeds. You saw that about a week or two ago we extracted over 300 pounds of honey from those hives. And if you're interested, there are a few jars left, but in office purchase only. But what I wanted to talk about was the 5 products that you get from a beehive. Now, there was an enormous amount of fun and incredible information you could talk when you talk about bees. It blows my mind. The queen, their flight patterns, everything is just amazing about these creatures. And we all know how important they are in their job of pollinating. But the 5 products that bees create are, number one, the most familiar is obviously honey. Now, when you buy honey, you want to make sure it's raw. You want to make sure it's unpasteurized. And if you can get it local and just lightly filtered, that's perfect. And it's an incredible natural sweetener. You could put it on wounds. It is just the best. Honey, you're going to see at times maybe lighter or darker. That depends on the flowers that the bees are collecting nectar from, and sometimes it looks crystallized, and if your honey's ever crystallized, just put it in a little bit of water. But be careful too, when you guys are making tea and you're putting your raw honey into hot tea, it's not raw anymore. So just a thought, if you really want it to stay raw and live enzymes and the most benefit, tablespoon right in the mouth, best way to go. The second product that bees create is wax. Wax stores the babies, or the broods, or the larvae of the bees, and they also store the honey as well. Wax is amazing. You can make the best candles out of it. You can chew it like gum, and we put it in when we make lip balms a few times a year. We put it in the lip balm as well. Pretty neat stuff, and it's opaque, whitish color. Third product bees create or collect is pollen. So they go around to all the different flowers, collect the pollen, and sometimes you'll see a bumblebee that's covered head to toe with pollen, but then on the backs of their legs they have the pollen there. Now, bees take pollen into the hive, combine it with honey and other things, and make what's called bee bread, and that's the food for the bees. And that's probably why my father won't get the little contraption that knocks the pollen off the bee's leg so we can collect it, because he knows that it's the food for the bees. But every once in a while we have pollen from Tussauds apiaries in office. It's floral tasting, it's full of B vitamins, amino acids, things that they haven't really identified, polyphenols, antioxidants. Some people take it and do well with seasonal allergies, but pollen is really neat, fascinating, tastes a little floral, but really cool product that bees don't quite create but collect. Fourth product that the bees create is propolis. Propolis is the immune system of the beehive. It's an ultra sticky, wax-looking substance that keeps the hive healthy, vibrant, and free from invaders. It is ultra antioxidant, antifungal, antiseptic. You can take it, freeze it, grind it, soak it in alcohol or glycerin, tincture it out, and it is an awesome immune booster, travel defense, stress modulator, an incredible substance. It keeps the hive healthy and free from infection. Remember, a hive has to stay at about 95 degrees at all times inside. So propolis is one of those jewels of the hive, and I do collect it and make tinctures and do have it available at the office from time to time. And the fifth product is royal jelly. Royal jelly is specifically made by bees to create or to feed a bee that is designated to become a queen. Royal jelly is the true longevity food. It's ultra expensive in the stores, but it takes a bee, a normal bee, and causes that bee to get much bigger than any other bee and live much, much longer than any other bee. In fact, if you look into back at my Instagram feed, you'll see a picture of one of our queens. It's pretty and fascinating. So respect the bees. Learn a little bit more about the hive and the bees if you can. And if you have any questions or comments, never, ever, ever forget to leave them in the comments, and I will respond. I promise. Time to see some patients. Be awesome and never unawesome. Bye.